Hey guys, this is Jay, your everything anime senpai, and today we're gonna go through a couple of anime series that I'm so hype about this season, and you should too, especially this one anime that really got me surprised, and I think a lot of us actually because of the people that's behind this one single anime, which made it a lot more interesting, and I'm really excited for it, especially on how it would perform this season. Because if you haven't looked at the list of anime series that are set to release this fall, it's stacked. Like a lot of shows that are coming out this season are so promising to the point where it becomes so overwhelming at times. But who am I to reject a good anime, right? Starting off with
Takt Destiny.
an anime original announced alongside Chainsaw Man during MAPPA's showcase event, and I'm really surprised for this one, not just because it looks gorgeous or it's a new anime from MAPPA this season, but it's a joint project with Madhouse, the Madhouse. How cool is that? So it's already standing at a pedestal of my expectation, and looking at the trailers of this show looks pretty beautiful to me, and I caught myself watching the trailers countless of times, so I'm really excited for this one. The story seems really interesting as well. One day a black meteorite fell on the world and the world completely changed. The meteorite produced a grotesque monster called D2, which started running rampant. D2 very quickly banned all music, which was the one thing able to overcome them. But there were some people who resisted the D2. They are young women who hold the power of music, called the music art. These young women hold scores that are able to defeat the monsters. And there are also people who lead this woman called the conductors. Sounds pretty awesome to me, and I'm really hyped for this one. Like, it's MAPPA and music, for crying out loud. It's a match made in heaven. Vivi was such a great show, and I can already see where this is going. So I'm definitely keeping an eye on this anime throughout the whole season. So you might see me making a video about this anime in the coming weeks, I guess. Next one is Masho Tensei, an anime that I really enjoyed back in the winter season, which will continue the story with this second season. It's about a jobless jerk of a guy who got reincarnated in this fantasy world, and we follow him as he comes into terms with himself as he grows up in this new body and world that he come up to. It's an isekai anime, but don't let that fool you. It's definitely a good isekai that is all praised by a lot of critics with its story and visuals, and I could also agree with it that it's really a good isekai anime. I'm so hyped for this one, and I'm planning on making a video dedicated to this, so make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you won't miss that out. Komisan can't communicate. Finally, after a couple of years waiting for Komisan, is finally getting an anime series it deserves, and basing on the teasers, it's beautiful and definitely sticking well to the source material, and that in itself is worthy to be hype about. It's an anime about a beautiful girl named Komi who's really bad at communicating with other people but wants to overcome it and make a lot of friends with the help of her classmate Tadano, who's her first ever friend. It's a wholesome school romantic comedy anime that you should definitely check out if you haven't heard from an army of manga readers telling you to do so. Next is 86, one of my picks for the best anime series during the last spring season, and is getting a second season, which is surprisingly very quick, but of course it is a good thing. The last season ended with a major cliffhanger, and with this second season we might finally get some answers to that shocking scene in season 1. It's a mecha anime full of action and death, spoiler alert. Definitely an anime if you wanna be edgy and serious this season. And Lena is really cute, so go and check it out. Mirokochan, a new anime based on a manga with the same name. I don't really know a lot about this anime actually. I haven't read the manga yet, but it says in the synopsis, it's about a high school girl named Miku who one day started seeing monsters and supernatural stuff in her daily life. But she just deals with it as if not seeing them and hiding her fears of the gruesome monsters she alone can see. And it looks like another take on the comedy mixed with supernatural horror elements. I don't know about you guys, but it seems interesting, so I'm definitely watching it and might check the manga as well. Next one is Blue Period. I heard a lot of good things about this anime. It's said to be based on a manga, which is also awesome. It's a slice of life school human drama anime about a guy who's apparently bored with his normal life. He studies pretty well and has a lot of friends, which is unheard of as an anime protagonist. But in truth, he doesn't enjoy it at all. He doesn't want to be a normie and wants to do things differently. Until he discovered the art of painting when he saw one that was made by the art club and became fascinated with it and pursued painting in turn. Seems like an anime worth checking out if you like art and relatable human drama, which I personally like. Platinum End, the one that I heard plenty about considering it's from a very famous author of a very famous anime, that is Death Note. If you haven't heard, I've seen a lot of forums on Reddit talking about this anime. Will it be as good as Death Note or not, but seems interesting, so why not check it out myself. It's based on a manga about a guy named Mirai Kakehashi, a student who attempted to commit suicide but is rescued by his guardian angel, who not only has vowed to protect him but bestows him a special power, as he is also one of the 13 candidates chosen by different angels to take the role of God, who is to retire in the next 999 days. Looks like another edgy anime this season mixed with Battle Royale premise. Sounds awesome, so it's worth checking out. Next on my list is The Faraway Paladin. Now this one I have a lot of background of. In fact, I actually read the manga adaptation for this anime and I kinda enjoyed it. Not that it's groundbreaking in terms of its storytelling or anything, but it's a good one. It's about this kid named Will who was raised by 3 undead from a very far away and secluded land despite him being a human. The 3 undead taught him all different things and showed him love and live as a family. But unbeknownst to them, Will has a secret behind them as well as the 3 undeads to Will. This becomes a pivotal point of their relationship as a makeshift family as they open up to one another and help Will stand on his own to the path of becoming the Paladin. It's worth checking out, I couldn't recommend it even more. Now I'm not trying to be the most perfect anime enthusiast on the platform because where's the enjoyment and all of that? I'm not hiding the fact that I also enjoyed trashy anime where I could just switch off my brain and enjoy the ride. That is why I also have shows in mind that I'm eager on watching, such as The World's End Harem, my personal pick for the season's guilty pleasure anime to watch. I also made an in-depth rant about this anime, so check it out in my channel. Next one is The World's Finest Assassin got reincarnated in another world as an aristocrat. What's an anime season without a generic isekai, right? The premise is basically what the title of this anime, so it's up to you if it's worth your time or not. Next is another isekai which also has a self-explanatory title. Vanished from the hero's party, I decided to live a quiet life in the countryside. I think I don't need to elaborate around that, but with one thing, which is another trashy isekai to suck my brain onto. And I guess that's all of the shows that I'm probably watching this season. Other shows were either a second season of a show I didn't watch or just didn't pique my interest that much, so that's about it. Comment down below on what you think about this season's anime. Will you be watching most of these shows or not? I would love to read it all, so thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to support the channel and see you on the next video.